Get those Cybermen out.
G'day guys, Sam from the Cybermen here. Today we have a special best of three from my game, one of my games in the TAC TO Finals webcam tournament, which was best of three. I ended up going X1 and coming second place in that tournament. I only lost to Vajeks. I'm playing Gotenks here. It's similar to my Gotenks I played in the other tournament the other weekend, but this is best of three, so it does have a fair few changes, and I refined it a lot since then. I'll put a deck profile for that out this afternoon or tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Oh, commentating Moss is playing. True, Moss is a good friend of mine. Oh, here it is, the Gotenks mirror match. Oh, no. Oh, we're not on the stream now, are we?
Yeah, we've gone over the stream now, mate.
Welcome back, everyone. I've got my coffee, and we get to do the thing I've been dreading the whole time today, the Gotenks mirror match.
Gotenks mirror match.
Gotenks mirror match. So we have Sam Russell. He is actually technically the only player to win a regional event here in Australia this year, just because we've only had one. And he won
does that
that
mean
one.
he's better than you now?
No. Listen here, Trent. I might be washed up, but people lose to me all the time, you know. I'm just waiting for my time to come back.
Did you go to Adelaide?
No, I did not go to Adelaide.
I didn't think you were. Yeah.
I was planning to go to Brisbane, but unfortunately, that was literally the day we booked our flights for Brisbane. That is when they announced all the travel bans, so that feels bad. Getting the money back for accommodation is kind of sucky. But man, it's actually kind of sad. I think that meta when set 9 meta, I think would have been so much fun to play.
Yeah.
I was like, everyone hated versus me at locals because I can play I could play Surge really well, Surge Q really well. I can play Invoker really well, and I can play Gohan really well. So people hated versus me at locals. Got to play a different deck every week, and I just win. This is like that. Like even Benny said to me, "Is like, he's hated versing me because I just played something random and just won with it." So that was back in my prime. But now I'm a commentator. Now I'm playing my favorite deck, the announcer deck, or the commentator deck. Trent, you know,
the commentator deck.
The commentator deck.
All right.
Alrighty.
I need to just take a quick drink break as well, so I'll leave you to commentate for 2 seconds, and I'll be back in 5.
Yeah, easy. I'll cope with the Gotenks mirror match. So, guys, this is going to be our first of many Gotenks mirror matches today. Sam is going first here. What he's done, he's going for the play where he uses the Gotenks card to play the Goten Trunks for 1 energy, and then he's returning that to hand to see if he can find a Unison 2-drop. He does. I feel like Sam is stoked to go first here, because how this matchup kind of works, it's obviously in mirror matches, whoever goes first is more prevalent to have better success. But it's more the fact that you get your Unison live first is the thing, because what you want to do, you always want to kill the Grim Reaper instantly as soon as it hits the board. You don't care if your opponent gets the pieces back. It just needs to be removed, right? Like, instantly. And with the Unison being first, that means you're going to probably play some of your cards first, so you miss out on that first turn spot removal of the Gotenks being played. What was that? Just quickly reading the chat. That card's terrible. Essentially tier 3. What deck are we talking about, guys? I've gone for 5 minutes and now we're just talking about stuff. Talking about stuff I don't even know exists anymore. Well, anyway, looking at the game here, looks like Michael here. I'm calling him Mossa, by the way. Moss is his nickname, so I'll just call him Michael. Michael here, no turn 1. Sam is going to have a field day this game. He's already in an amazing spot. He's plussed with his Trunks. Michael not being able to have anything to play kind of sucks for the first turn of the game. Just chilling here. Chilling like a villain. Gets his Unison out. Gets to Awaken. I'm curious to see if Sam decides to spit out tokens instantly here. I don't think he does. I don't know if he does or not. I don't know. It's interesting. These 2 attacks here, I don't even know if Sam will attack with the Gotenks Unison. I don't think it actually matters here because unless he's going more aggro, right? Because Gotenks awakens at 6 life anyway, so you don't really mind being hit down to 6. Like Michael just snap took those. Can't really see Sam playing anything else here. Maybe just a free blocker. I'm not too sure. He still hasn't ticked up with his Unison yet. Oh, he is going to play the leader ability here, I believe, to get 2 tokens out, is he? He's thinking about what to discard. He's paid 1. Yep, he's paid 1. He's getting the 2 tokens out. Oh, no, actually. Ah, interesting. He's actually using the Goten here, so he's running the Goten and the Trunks. Yeah, Eric, it's pretty funny. Only 2 markers, yeah. So it looks like he's using the Trunks to play the Goten Trunks here. So it looks like Sam's trying to go a little bit aggressive here. Just, get some value. Yeah, Capetta, I know, dude. I literally, when I shared this post onto Facebook, I said, I need you guys to help me cope with this mirror match. This is the first of many. This is what I was expecting the whole day to be, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if we have another mirror match later down the track. Got to tell Trent off, or he's the one who chooses the games, not me. So be sure to leave some comments towards his decision making here, making us watch watching a Gotenks mirror early on into the day. Because I don't know how I'm going to cope. We've got so much more of these to go through. Anyway, he's So what's happened here? He's played the used the Gotenks effect, played the Trunks, swing with it, get another damage. He found another Unison, tucking under his Unison. He's gonna take up with his Unison. Oh my god, just too many things happening at once. Yeah, this is solid turn 1 from Sam here. He's got turn 2 from Sam. Sorry, he's got his markers on his Unison up to 5. He's got a blocker out with the Revenge. But honestly, that card gets answered by Grim Reaper. But I don't think Michael will be playing the Grim Reaper here this turn anyway, because not being able to play the Unison is too rough. Charges the Goten. He's got to tap 2 instantly. Yep, here it is. He's responding with his own Vegito Unison. Both of them have foil leaders. You can tell because they're full art. Flipping his leader, untapping 1, drawing 1. Good. What will Michael decide to do here? Is he going to do the same line of play? I don't know. I feel like this is now where the problem starts. So Sam's able to play all his cards uncontested, right? He doesn't have to worry about the freezer counterplay because he is first. Problem is that now Michael has to worry about the Gotenks Unison, right? Like, about the freezer counterplay. If he walks into it, it just gets blown up, right? I know, Eric. Damn, I'm as shocked as you. They're doing the exact same thing. No, trust me, it's going to be different. Michael is going to use his energy to take a Unison marker away. There's going to be something so different. I'm curious to see if any of these players made adaptations to the deck. Surely this just gets freezer counterplayed though, right? Or maybe Sam doesn't even care about this. Like, okay, play your Gotenks and blow it up next turn, maybe. Yeah, he's got his Grim Reaper there. Nice, the foil Grim Reaper, very good. Yeah, guys, look, I know it's a big ask, but we need to get through this game together. We're going to be watching the mirror match of the Gotenks here. It's just we just need to get through it together as a team. I know it's not exciting seeing this matchup, but I believe we can do it. I have hope that we'll be able to do it. I have faith. Get going. Yep, freeze counterplay. Yep. Yeah, so Sam's got the freeze counterplay. Gonna blow up the goat. Oh, interesting. Sam actually saved his freezer counterplay for the Gohan blocker. That's pretty smart. Makes sense. Well, that's the one thing I don't like about Gotenks. They have to do certain sequences to make their play. Yeah, exactly. The reason why Gotenks is a great deck is that it does what it wants to do consistently. I wouldn't say it's completely degenerate. I don't think this deck is a degenerate deck. I think it's a fair. What it does is like fair in a way, right? It's gonna do what it wants to do. But the problem is that you just know, like, it's just going first is huge in this matchup. You going first means you're uncontested on your plays, but going second means you get, like, you have to play from behind from the get-go. You have to worry about all these counter plays. Like, already we've seen it turn one, like, in the perfect example right now, yeah? Sam doesn't have to worry about his Gohan getting blown up, where Michael does. And I wouldn't be surprised here if what Sam ends up doing is chipping down Michael's Unison to 1 marker. That way he won't be able to resolve Freezer. Just going first in this matchup is just so huge. It's actually just insane how how advantageous it is for the player going first. Like, we're gonna see here, yeah, Michael had to take the thing down to 2. And what's gonna happen here? Is that Sam's gonna play say I'm using my leader ability, remove a marker, and then he can't blow up anything. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Unison just gets killed here. It's just, yeah, this is very rough, just from the dice roll. Oh, interesting. This is some interesting tech. So Sam is running Toa from one of the promo pack cards. I have not seen this card for a while, and this is an interesting card to add to the deck. What this card does is that when you overwhelm it for 3, your opponent has to drop a card from your hand, and your lead against 5k power. Interesting decision to run this card. You generally don't want to be overwhelming early on into the game as the Gotenks player, just because you want to get your Grim Reaper cards back. But I think the sequencing of doing it here is fine, just because of the fact he hasn't fusioned down, and yep, he's doing it now as we speak. So yeah, Capeta, greetings from Mexico. Hello, Capeta, if I'm saying your name properly. Tell me if I'm wrong. Welcome. We're playing an OCE, you know? Well, that's a surprise. Yeah, guys, this is so different. This is like not what we're expecting. It's hand destruction stuff. But it's fairly surprising to see this Toa played.
Hello, John.
You know, yo, welcome back, Trent. Welcome back. We're just seeing the Gotenks mirror match. Sam is in a just insane. Oh, thank you, Capetta. I'm happy I said it right. Thank you. Yeah, all right. Right now, Sam is just in a very unfair situation. This is him going first versus Michael going second. This is actually a dice roll difference right here. He's able to do all his plays uncontested here. Nothing, honestly, like, Michael could not do anything about it. There's realistically nothing Michael could have done better to change what just happened to him. This is just, sometimes it just happens, right? This is, yeah, super rough start. Zama, like, his Unison's gone. Sam's board's insane. It's just like an actual, you hate to see it happen, right? Oh, Trent, you got your mic on in the chat. Trent, you got your mic on in the Discord, sorry. The heads up, if you need to mute that real quick, Trent.
There we go, muted.
Alright, cool, yeah. Alright, sorry about that to the players. Yeah, so this is honestly the difference from going first versus going second. Sam is taking this game. Like, with these kind of matchups where going first is insane. You get to play Unison first, and that's pretty much the deal breaker here. Whoever plays the Unison first probably wins this matchup, just straight up. And on top of that, like, Sam's Unison, very high markers right now. Michael's Unison, he played it, died instantly. Like that, right? He already... it's just crazy. Dice rolls are a thing now. I think dice rolls have always been a thing. I think there's only been a few decks in the game, Eric, that have preferred to go second, I guess, or can do fine second, in my opinion. I feel like going first, getting your energy out is huge majority of the time, right? I think like a good example of a leader that likes going second is like maybe Broly BR, because you get a +2 when you swing. But I think majority of the time, I think it's fun to go first. It's just such a massive advantage going first. Yeah, Janimba also does well going second. Yeah, I agree with that too. But I think, just my opinion, guys. All right, just chill. No, but my opinion is, I think majority of decks do prefer to go first. I think like the thing is, I think of it like this here. Every time you lose a game, you always opt to go first the next time. Just first is just usually better to go. Holy moly! Interesting. Sparking the gate, Jesus. I was not ready for Celzino turn 2, by the way. Turn 3. This guy is insane. Holy. Well, a good thing Michael calculated and had a negate. Fun. I think... that was interesting play from Sam. Sam doesn't have that many cards in hand now. I think Michael has a lot of cards in hand. YSL is dead out. Is a dead knot. I feel like that was a little bit of a... is that a throw? I don't know. This is interesting. The problem is that Michael doesn't have his Unison, but he just plays... Yeah, exactly. He just plays Grim Reaper and kills it straight away. If he Gotenks and kills the cell, it turns the game 100%. This game just became spicy. Whoa! Dark Broly, actually. This is even better than playing the Gotenks Grim Reaper. This is even better. Holy, because he just kills it and makes him nega card. Sellers not boys. Yes, chat. Sellers not balanced, but Dark Broly, this is good. Yeah, I like this player because that means all his. This is better than Grim Reaper because all his unison stuff is live and it's also doesn't get killed instantly. Yeah, dude. Damn, guys, we're doing it. We're surviving the Gotenks mirror. We were expecting a snooze fest. This is a fiesta if I've ever seen one. This is great. This game's exciting as. There's already just some both players going crazy. Sam turn 3, Xeno, Dark Broly.
That's gone now. Cool.
It is gone, man. This is the spicy stuff. And the best part too, Dark Broly's super value here because the Gotenks lever can never just negate markers, right?
Yeah.
You can't remove markers from it because guess what? You're just playing yourself. You're forcing yourself to discard cards. Damn, this is good stuff. This is nice. You know, from it being doomed to Mossa being able to bring it back, it's pretty good. Although the game
hand size, it looks like about 5 or 6 cards.
Mossa definitely has the hand advantage in this situation. The only thing I will say, one thing for Sam though, he's got the life advantage, right? Mossa has been set so far behind. I do agree, Billy the Kid. I think Sam was bloodthirsty. He's like, damn, I'm doing everything perfectly here. Let's just kill him here, guys, in the game. It just happens, right? But the reason why that cell was so bad, he doesn't have it for the rest of the game now. He blew up his really strong board state with the Grim Reaper and the Gohan, and he just, doesn't get cards back from Grim Reaper. This is, I feel like if Michael is able to stabilize this game, it is huge for him. It is huge. This is, wow. I'm pretty surprised with this, not gonna lie. Nice the Gohans. I think, yeah, Dark Broly's good for this. I think it looks like Michael is on. I think he's on 2 life. I think Michael is playing another tower and destruction. Yep. Even though that was like a bit of a wow from the cell Xeno, right? The Michael is not completely safe, right? Yeah, the life discrepancy is there. It's just he doesn't have to worry about one thing. Although I'm saying this, I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting to see Grim Reapers every turn, but this is just insane, right? Doing the lead here. I feel like, is he just passing? No, he's swinging. He has to swing here. He's crazy. Yeah. He's crazy just to pass. I just couldn't tell. The Michael has to drop a dormant here. If he has to drop dormant here. Yep, there it is. Oh no, he just comboed out of it. Okay. Might not have the dormant then. It's GG. I think. It's not necessarily
Juro combo.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily GG, but I think it's just like not ideal right now, right? $100 in the combo area. Yeah, just grab the dollar bills, Eric. Just slam the checkbook on the table. Yeah, Sam charges the super combo because the thing is that if he's trying to close out the game here, the super combo is actually not really needed. He's on 6 life, right? So he probably rathers the other cards in his hand. He's probably got his fusion pieces, some of the gates, something like that. So I guess in this situation, I guess it's fine to charge the super combo. Yeah, that's the thing there. What I'm going to predict Sam's going to do, he's going to tap 2 for the Rubrian, then maybe tap 2 for a Grim Reaper.
Yep. Yeah, I thought, his next move is the Rubrian.
Yep.
Yep.
Interesting. Sam's definitely focusing more on the hand control in this matchup. Can't really tell how many cards are in Michael's hand, honestly. It looks like he pitched the Rubrian there. Gotenks, Grim Reaper, and then Goten Trunks. Doing with his Unison. I presume Michael's going to say no to gates. And yeah, just no combos. The thing is that Michael can't really afford to take any attack right now, so, makes sense. Where's 5? Yep, he has to combo 5 here, right?
So is that just one card left in hand?
I don't think so. I think it's more than one, just the way he's holding it, I think. I feel like if Michael has the freezer counterplay, he might just play that, right? I think it actually might be one card in hand, actually. It looks like it's just one. Oh, no. He's using it like a fidget.
The way he's spinning it, I don't think there's more than one card.
Not. I get what you're saying, Billy, but it's not entirely true. The thing is that he's only got one energy, right? So he can only do that one time this turn. And if Michael just has the freezer, he just kills it. Did he just whiff on that? I think so. I think he just whiffed on that. That's hilarious. Wow. That is a feels bad. That is crazy. Wow. Alrighty, let's see how Michael copes in this situation. Michael is still in a horrible spot, right? Like the Cell Xeno was a bit of a troll, I think, but I think Sam, the fact that he's been able just to dictate, he's literally just said that we're playing this game under my rules, right? I wouldn't even be surprised if Michael just doesn't charge here if he doesn't have cards. I will play, dude. The whiff, dude, insane. To be fair, that's pretty funny that he whiffed there. He did troll a little bit. He's counted his deck a lot. That's a misplay from Sam. He should have known. But I feel like it's got to be pretty hard for Sam to come back in. For Michael to come back in this, right? Like he has no cards in hand, and he can only like limit the amount of attacks. Right? No dormant as well. Kind of rough.
Yeah.
Tap in 2 for his owner Brienne, I presume here. Yep, there it is. His owner Brienne. And control v hand control. Who gets the least amount of cards in hand first? Not having not having dormant in that situation kind of sucks. But realistically, I think it only stopped one attack anyway because he only swung 3 times last turn. So yeah, I think it's kind of interesting situation. Michael has no. They both players have no cards in hand, right? But I think Sam has a lot less options because he's already gone through a lot of his things. Cell Xeno's gone. Most of his Gotenks pieces, he literally doesn't have the Gotenks pieces. Is the thing, right? Let's see what happens here. But Sam can just chill, right? Sam's still sitting on 6 life. Whereas Michael, on the other hand, has to combo over everything. Add the any box chunks in deck for the Reaper. I agree, yeah. I feel, Billy, I 100% agree with you. Sam's gone through his deck multiple times. He should have known that he didn't have any more chunks left in the deck. I agree. That was a big misplay from Sam.
So Sam's down to nothing in hand now.
Nothing in hand. But the thing is that, what does Michael do here? Michael doesn't really have cards either, right? I think he's chilling on 2 cards.
Yeah. Not a lot of options. Okay.
Let's drop. Oh, the Paragus are there. That's funny. Charge the Paragus, 2 more in the drop. It's funny. He can go to Zarbon in the drop, yeah? He can definitely do that. I think he must be... I think the reason why he hasn't done that, he must have a Dormant in hand if he's doing that, right? He does indeed have the Zarbon in drop. I think he might have the Dormant in hand. I think the Zarbon is not as good here because Zarbon only makes your opponent discard if they have 1. If he's got Dormant, I think that's fine as well. But like, yeah. How many counters on Sam Unison? I think it is 4. He's got a 20 dice on 4. Moss is on... Michael's on 7. Yeah, there it is. Brienne from drops, combo thing down. Maybe he should have. This is interesting. I think Sam just wins here, right? Michael's on 0 cards in hand. He's got full board. He just swings, combos 5, swing combos 5. Yep, takes a card. Yep. And that is most likely game. Yep, so Sam takes game 1. So this game was decided in the first 2 turns of the game. Regardless of what happened also outside of like everything else, Sam's turn 3 was ridiculous. The amount of value he got on his 3rd turn of the game there made it unplayable for Michael for the duration of the game. I think in this matchup specifically, going first is just too important, right? You get access to all your stuff uncontested. You don't have to worry about freezer counter. You don't have to worry about the freezer counterplay. You don't have to worry about the You don't have to worry about just any of the unison stuff, right? That's just the deal breaker. You get all your cards out first. You can be the aggressor. You can get them to lower life first. You dictate the pace of the game completely going first, and it just clearly showed. Like Michael's 2nd turn of the Michael going into that turn, right? He lost his unison. He lost his board. He lost a lot of cards in his hand. There was no, There was nothing that he can do.
No.
How many rounds, by the way? I honestly don't know. All I know is that I'm kind of locked in my commentator's booth until Trent lets me leave, so I don't know. I don't know.
I think we're gonna. I think it'll be about 5 rounds. I think
5 rounds today. Yeah, this is round 2 that's happening right now. The first Gotenks mirror match of many more to come.
let's hope it's only the one. But I guess there's not much hope of not seeing maybe another one.
Yeah, exactly. Sam played around Dark Unison. I don't think there's with the Broly Dark Unison, right? I think it was good to clear the cell, but I think if you had a Grim Reaper, I feel like that would have been better, honestly, because this is not too hard to play around the Dark Broly. Just ignore it, right? You can't just leave it, let it do its thing. But this Sam couldn't lose this game. From how his third turn, even though he kind of entered with the Cell Xeno, the thing is that if Michael doesn't have a negate there, he just wins the game, right? There's a lot of what if scenarios. It's I respect it. He understood the situation he was in. It's no, there's no top cut. This is just 5 rounds today. It's just if it was top cut, we would be here for quite some time. But yeah, no top cut. It's just pretty much you keep on playing until you lose, and then you just get sad if you lose. That's it. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so if Michael doesn't win this game, I would be fairly surprised. He's going first this time. There's so much value out of it, even though the Cell Xeno was the only thing that was kind of questionable on Sam's turn 3. But the thing is that, right, as I was saying, no negate, he wins the game, right? And even still, it's just not the highest value thing there, but it's, even if the play went bad, right, which it did, the play went really bad with the Cell Xeno, Sam was already so far ahead in terms of board state and life that he could afford to make it a high risk, high reward play, because it wasn't really a high risk, right? It was more of a low risk, high reward play, because even if it stuffs up, you lose your Cell Xeno, which kind of sucks, right? But you're not really threatening to lose the game. You will get more cards because your opponent does eventually have to hit you from 6 life, right? Whereas Michael on the other side of the table, he's he just kind of survived that play barely, being able to kill the cell. So yeah, but looking at this game now, Michael, it's just curious to see if Sam can win this game going second. Such a huge thing in this matchup. Yeah, Michael's doing the turn 1 play that Sam did, playing the Goten, getting the Trunks out, bouncing into hand, and probably getting a Unison out. What does he grab here? He's looking. Did he hit it? Or he dropped the card? I think he might have whiffed, because it doesn't look like he added anything to hand. He just bounce. Oh no, sorry, he didn't even add it yet. He's doing it now. I got too excited, Trent, for the mirror match. Yeah, there we go. He's got his Vegeta. So yeah, Musta's already set up for success, right?
Let's hope it's not a dice roll matchup.
I'm pretty sure it is a dice roll matchup. It's kind of hard to see. We saw there, that turn 3 was insane. It's a turn 3 thing, Trent. Huh? Turn 3. The dream. Alrighty. Going to Sam's turn here. Yep. Oh, he's going for Goku this time. Probably doesn't have the pieces in his hand. Goku's fine. You get your Grim Reaper out from it, or the other 6-drop SR from set 11, the one that Union for 3, you draw 1, then you KO something, ignoring barrier, and you remove 2 markers from the opposing Unison. But yeah, Grim Reaper is the way to go. It's just infinitely better, and also much easier to get, because you only need to buy an anniversary box with 2 of them.
Yeah.
Actually, such high value, but yeah. And if you're lucky, you might get 2 foils, so you get the playset from 1 if you're super lucky. But that's probably not going to happen, let's be real. Yep, going into Moss's turn. Big surprise, he's playing his Vegito Unison. I know we're all fairly shocked. He's got to Awaken +2. Again, very surprised. No one saw this one coming. I'm honestly in shock that he decided to do that play. So yeah, he's got uptick now. Now, I wonder if he's got the Gohan free card to play. Honestly, it wouldn't even bad if it'll be pretty good if Mossa gets some tokens out, gets some board state here as well. He doesn't need to use the other -1 effect. I'm trying to remember the exact play Sam went for in the previous game. I think what he ended up doing, he ended up using the Goten Trunks again to get the 15k swing and looking for a unison. See what Michael decides to do here. I give him calling him Muscle. That's the nickname we give him, by the way. I know he's a good friend of mine, Michael. So that's I kind of hope he does well here. But yeah, it looks like he's going for the Goat turn play. Oh no, he's going for the Goat Cure play, which is fine. It's +2. That's fine. In the fusion pieces, which is fine. He's got his play set up for next turn, which is good. Goku is such a broken card, by the way. That card generates so much value. It lets you just get. It's a 1-card combo. You find it, you grab your pieces, you grab your Grim Reaper and your 2 fusion targets. Super good. And both players rocking the foil Goku, so that's pretty good. Alright, now we'd presume I think we already know what's happening. Yep, another Vegeta Unison. A big surprise, both players with the exact same boards. Big shock to us all. Well, I can't really take this seriously, can I, Trent? It's just like, it's pretty funny. Top 10 surprises. Gotenks players doing the exact same thing in the mirror match. One thing I will say though, Michael did not see the Gohan free blocker. Do I think that matters? Not really, because what's probably going to happen is that he's probably going to kill the Vegeta Unison anyway. So what does Michael do here? He swings with the Trunks here. There's a marker down a 2. I know, Capetta. We are watching a very exciting game. Very exciting stuff here. Down to 2. Sam is going to tick up. 1. Oh, wow. I feel like that Michael just uses Dormant here to kill that thing. Not worry about it. Wow. Interesting. Sam is pretty smart here. That was a good play. He used all the options he had on board to kill the Vegeta Unison so he didn't get countered with. That was pretty smart. That was a good play from Sam. I like that. That was good. Because now the thing is that now, the original play Michael was going to do this turn, play Grim Reaper of Justice. He can't do that right now. He's probably playing Dark Broly this turn if he has it, which I think in this situation, Dark Broly is arguably way better than playing Gotenks, the Grim Reaper, sorry, or even better than playing Vegito. It just kind of sucks that he's being forced to do that in this situation where he is going first. Sammy's playing this pretty well though. Like you can't take that away from Sam. He's doing this phenomenally well.
He's got the Gohan free blocker.
He does. It's more like he played the Dark Broly and he kills stuff. Looks like kill his board instantly. Yeah, nice. It did eat up some cards out of his hand, but I think it was definitely the correct play. Alright. Looks like Michael's just going for his Grim Reaper play this turn. Getting the fusion pieces, getting the Goten and the Trunks. I feel like that. It just seems like Sam has just a better understanding of the deck, right? Like, no hate towards Michael, right? But what Sam did in the first game, right? And what he's done this turn as well, he's been able to deal with the Unison almost like seamlessly, right?
Yeah, well, and I mean, we were talking about that before. I think once that Unison is on board, and that's where sometimes going second can be good, is if you do have the option to clear a Unison, it does potentially swing a game a little bit more in your favor if your opponent then has to waste energy on their next turn to get a Unison in play so that they can play their free stuff. I think that's the best play you can do if you're going second, is just make sure that you're then making them waste the energy that they're potentially up by.
100% I agree with that. And here, we're just getting Freezer counterplayed. Yep. This feels rough. So, question for the streamers. I can't remember who your names right then. What's your favorite deck? So, I am John, and we have Trent here. My favorite deck to play is actually the Vegito leader from set 2. I don't play it often because the deck's honestly really bad. But that's been my favorite deck of all time to play since set 2. I just really enjoy playing that deck, and it's just something that I like. I think Union Patara mechanic is cool, but I just don't think it's very playable. Even with the new anniversary box, well, the anniversary box stuff is really good, but the real issue with the deck is that the leader just kind of sucks. That's the actual issue with the deck, and that's why I don't play it as much as I'd like to. Wait, Utron, what is your favorite deck?
I don't have a real favorite. Like for a long time now, I've probably been sitting on the Broly Surge. I've sort of put it to the side until some of the next draft box stuff comes out because there's a few things you can add there.
Goku's insane. Yep.
Yeah.
They're good.
But Red Broly is my favorite at the moment. I really like the swap stuff and being aggro.
Yeah, that Broly deck is pretty strong, but yeah. Looking back, I'm just gonna go back to this game real quick. What I was saying before with Sam looking like he just knows the matchup better. So I want to compare it to the first game, right? What in the first game, Michael had also he could have done the same line of play what Sam did to kill the Unison. However, he didn't, and now you look at the board state now. Michael was able to kill. Michael lost his Unison both games almost immediately when it got played out, right?
Yep.
So I feel like, if you want me to be real, I feel like Sam has a better understanding of what needs to happen, what he needs to do to win in this matchup. The Unison comes out, it generates the point I was saying before while going first so good. You get your Unison out and you can do things uncontested. What Sam did that was super smart here. He used the pieces he already established on his board combined with his Unison to kill the Unison.
Yeah.
The Gotenks leader lets you take a marker off for free, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing he did really great there. He used to swing with it, and the fact that Michael didn't have Dormant there, I feel like even though it kind of like not optimal, I think if he did have the Dormant in hand, he had to use it to kill the Goku. I think that's just like he had to do that in that situation there because now he's just like his previous turn was kind of just wasted, right? Like he literally did nothing on the turn before. He used his Goku, grab fusion pieces for his Grim Reaper, and then the Grim Reaper died as soon as it hit the board.
And now he's going to be behind because obviously Sam's deck is probably a little bit more
Hand control, yeah.
Yeah, hand control and stuff like that. So yeah, he's gonna lose those pieces that are in his hand because he hasn't got the board.
Yeah, exactly. And now, like even here, we've got Sam with the Grim Reaper out as well. It's a complete different. Like it's just the night and day almost. Like how this game is going on. Like Sam's doing his stuff all for free. He's controlling Michael's board perfectly, whereas Michael is just struggling to get things out and just keeping them alive, right? Like this Grim Reaper, like literally, this Grim Reaper from Sam came out uncontested, no Unison to deal with. Other side of the table, Grim Reaper comes out dead instantly on the spot, right? So yeah, it feels bad. You're seeing it's pretty sad to see Michael kind of getting like literally just outplayed. I guess it's like the only thing I can really say about it, right?
But I think when we were talking about it in round one, how we were talking about, okay, well, you were saying that UI package for the blue, it's hard to play because you can't. It's so easily counterplayed, but so much counterplay is off having a Unison in play. If you can play smart, I think you can do a lot of stuff uncontested because your opponent's just going to go into that auto mode of having their free stuff and tapping out, especially in green. Like you're tapping out all the time, and then you're just going, okay, I'll dormant for free, I'll freeze a counterplay for free, all that sort of stuff. Well, you just go, well, don't have my Unison anymore. Well, I'll wait till the next turn.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I do agree with that. Eric, I wouldn't really say, as far as I'm looking at now, the only noticeable difference between the cards in both players' decks is the Toa. Both players have the Rubrian. Both players have the Zarbon. I wouldn't really say it's a cheaper deck versus a more expensive one. I feel like outside of the Toas, the decks are relatively the same. Obviously, we don't know ratios, right? But it just does feel like honestly just feels like Michael's just getting outclassed. If you're my honest answer, like. No hate towards Michael because I honestly want Michael to win. Right, he's a good friend of mine. We play at the same locals and that. But that's just my perspective, right? One player is like Sam is just dominating this game so far. And honestly, it's good. It's good to see that the more experienced player in this matchup can take control. I would do agree though. In the last match for me, Rubian was pretty good in the last match. Yeah, it is kind of I'd be interesting to see the exact difference on list because there could be the fact that maybe Sam does have the perfect ratios of all the cards. Any interesting leaders in other tables? I do know there's a Bulma being played. We did see Dark Broly in the previous round as well. So those are two notable ones. As far as I always also saw some Vegex as well, but other than the Dark Broly and the Dark Broly and Bulma that I know that's here today, I don't think there's anything else too interesting. I think a lot of players today have opted to play Gotenks. As we can see, we've already got a mirror match, right? Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, not wrong, Eric. Get Bomber on stream. Yeah, we'll see. We can get the Bomber on stream. Maybe I don't know. I'm not the one that makes these crucial decisions. It's all on Trent. He was the one who was very excited to see the Gotenks mirror match. That's why he put it on the stream for us.
We'll find the Bomber one next turn.
Yeah, easy. There we go. Bomber on stream next game, guys. Yeah. Let's just see. Now it's just time to see what Michael can do. What Michael can do in this situation. He's very behind. He's put his unison back out now. He's at 4 life. It's gonna be it's gonna be it's an uphill battle for Michael here. It's very uphill. And his Grim Reaper's out with his Goku. Sam probably doesn't care about counterplaying that, so that's alright. Letting it stick, it doesn't really do anything. Michael can't really do much with it either. And you can already see, if I'm Sam, you already see Sam's line of play this turn. He's gonna swing with his pieces into the he's gonna just spam into that Vegito, get it to 1 marker, say, alright, activate my leader, kill it, whatever. Dead. That's it. Michael really needs a Dormant here to be able to keep that thing alive, right? Because if he has Dormant, he keeps his unison alive.
Let's see if he has the Dormant.
Sam charging here. He's thinking about it. He hasn't put a card in his energy yet. Oh, no, he has. He put the super combo in. That's all right. Yeah, so he's swinging. Is there a Dormant here? There it is. We did it, guys. We found the Dormant. Yeah, the playmat that Musa has is awesome. It's one of the better looking playmats. Yeah, finally, he's got a Dormant potential. Michael is just thinking now whether or not he discards a card for it. He should, really. It's the only real way he can keep his unison a lot on board. He needs to pitch a card here with the Dormant. And being able to kill the 2 cards off board is also nice as well. That's just value right there.
What's his hand size looking like though?
Michael's or Sam's?
Michael's, sorry.
I cannot tell you. It looks fairly big. Sam's one doesn't look that large, but again, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Dormant, great card. And yeah, then obviously the next smart play from Sam here, just with the leader, draw a card, and then just use the leader, neg a marker off the unison, and yeah, just pass. That's it. On 2 now. I wouldn't be surprised here if we see Sam slam down another Grim Reaper, right? Puts the unison down on 1, so Frieza counterplays offline, and then just get another Grim Reaper out uncontested, right? It doesn't matter, you can't swing with it, but I think just being able to get it out before it can get contested, having 2 Grim Reapers on board is pretty solid. And getting Zarbon out as well is also pretty good. Because now, even if Michael kills it with Frieza, he has to pitch a card. It feels bad. Waiting here patiently, seeing what people decide to do. And another Gohan.
I think Michael's just doing enough to stay in the game though at the moment. He's not he's just getting himself the next turns, I think, and at some point he's gonna run out of answers in his hand.
Yeah, exactly. Eric, Successor does not trigger the Gotenks auto because the Gotenks auto only resolves if it's killed by your opponent's cards or KO'd. By your opponent's skills or getting KO'd, sorry. And Guardy, you missed out on a pretty exciting game one, right? Round one was Soul Striker versus Dark Broly. That matchup was actually super close. That was fun to watch. It went to game three. I don't know if this series here will go to game three. It just feels like Michael is on the back end here, and he's just struggling to find ways to deal with what Sam's what Sam's doing right now. Like another thing that's quite terrifying is that the Gotenks, the Vegito unisons on 8 markers, the -7 effect on Vegito is disgusting. The effect literally makes your opponent discard 3 cards from their hand, and you get to deal 1 damage to their life directly, and you see every card in their life. Like that -7 effect is arguably the strongest unison effect ever, but it is a very expensive one too, right? So yeah, it's crazy. He has to try and just deal some chip damage to it right now, or it's just going to be brutal next turn. And the thing is that if Michael has a Grim Reaper to try and do something, just kind of dies to Freezer counterplay. But that being said, Sam does only have 2 cards in hand, so maybe there is still some life for Michael here, but it's looking brutal right now. -7 is a game breaker. That effect is just nuts. Yeah, I do agree, Eric. That's why I brought it up. I'm just trying. There it is. He's blocked straight away. It's gone. I wonder why I didn't block with Zarbon first. That's interesting. Zarbon makes him discard a card. I feel like it's better.
He probably thinks he.
Oh, well, it'll be fun to do the -7 over webcam. True. Lift up your life, show it to me. All right, dude, the one on the right.
we were actually talking about that a while back around the cam stuff. So yeah, with that -7 effect. So yeah, it would be very interesting.
Well, that's pretty funny. And it finally looks like Michael is getting a break here. He's able to play out his Gotenks uncontested. Finally, Sam only has 2 cards in hand, so no Freezer for him. Maybe this could be good that Sam doesn't really have cards in hand. Maybe Michael is able to finally get something going in his way this series. Curious to see what card Michael decides to KO, because there's 2 options to KO something aren't that high value. It's either you kill the Zarbon and you pitch a card, or you kill the Gotenks and give them 2 cards, right? Choosing the Zarbon here.
Yeah, so that's probably Sam's first misplay, is not using the Zarbon to block just before, and now he's lost it.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, because Michael's swung with it twice already, right?
Yeah.
I guess Sam didn't want to completely lose his board, and yeah, nice. Finally, Michael's having something go his way, being able to chip down the unison, very good. And now Sam is playing with limited cards in hand, so it's not completely doomed, right? We don't know his 2 cards. His 2 cards can be like game warping cards. We know it's for a fact it's not the Freezer, because I don't see why Freezer wouldn't have been played there just to keep his stuff alive. But yeah, you never know. Never know. But yeah, Michael finally in a decent, not the greatest position. It's kind of hard to see how many cards in hand, but finally being able to get some footing back into this game. Michael has Dormant. I think he does. I think you are right on him having Dormant. He did use the Gotenks and the Rubrian on that turn, so yeah. And Michael's hand, honestly, looking a little thick there. Looking thicker than what do you want to call it? Looking thicker than
PG. Something PG.
Something PG. It's looking good. It's looking pretty good. I didn't say anything, Trey. I didn't say anything. I was saying he's got cards in hand.
Thicker than Robin Thick. Whatever happened to
True.
Robin Thick?
No. Do not know. But yeah, I think you're right, Billy. The fact he didn't Dormant there probably signifies that he does not have he does have it in hand, sorry. They didn't use the Roshi to grab it back. I do agree to that. Might not have it because he didn't use it straight away, actually. Kind of letting his unison die here, it looks like. Hmm. Interesting. I wonder why he didn't dormant the first attack. I think that's a little bit of a timing misplay. He didn't dormant the first time. Yeah, exactly. I don't get that. I do. His Vegeta would have died regardless, but I feel like must have misplayed a little bit there. He's gonna lose his unison here. I guess he might not care if he has Dark Broly in hand. Maybe. What is Sam gonna do here?
So what's Michael's unison on? Is that
It's on
how
one
many
marker.
markers?
It's about
One
to.
marker. Yeah, so it's going to
And
die.
now it's dead. Yep. Um. Okay. Brienne neg 2. Hmm. Yeah, you're correct, Billy. I think that was a fairly big misplay from Michael there. Gets to pitch 2, discards another Vegito. The thing that's kind of crazy to me is that Sam is still on 6 life. Just by the way. Just by the way. Oh man, this is just rough for
But
Michael.
Michael's on 4. Is it 3? 3.
He's on 3, I believe. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to tell with the sleeves, but you can
Yeah.
clearly see that Sam's on 6 life still.
Yeah.
I
So
feel like the
it,
I feel like the optimal line of play for the Michael here is playing another Grim Reaper and the Broly 6 drop. I think that's kind of like what he has to do. Or maybe if he's got another Ribrian, that's an option as well. Get his cards down to 0. But I think he just needs to get rid of that Vegeta, right? Something. As the Gotenks mirror, honestly, Game 1 was pretty interesting because Sam like just dropped the Cell Xeno turn 3. But the rest of this is just like
interesting.
it just
that
feels
Sam's
like
got energy up. That like 3 energy up, unless he obviously didn't have much to really use last turn.
yeah, exactly. Also going to drop 3, drop lots of misplays. Yeah, there's been a fair few misplays. Wow, he only hit the 1 card. Jesus. People are just not counting the cards in their deck. Yeah, this game's super boring. That's twice now. Both players made the same mistake where they just didn't check how many cards of each they had left in their deck. Yeah, the first game was a banger. First game was big banger. This game not a banger.
The first game of this round is pretty good.
Yeah, it was solid. First game was pretty exciting. Now it's just like both players just trying to not die. Yeah, you can already tell what's gonna happen.
That's the thing. Like Sam has the ability, like it has a better ability now to not die because he's got life, and they're going to be doing similar things moving forward, which then Sam has potentially better quality cards to be able to see. So
Honestly, I wonder if Moss has got to use the +0 effect on the Broly just to kill the Mutant outright. No, he's opting for the Scarred effect. Fair enough. Just KO it, yeah, it's alright. Oh, I guess the Broly does have double strike, so I guess he doesn't really need to use that +0.
Benny, before turn 5, Cell Xeno was the best Cell Xeno.
Using the Roshi, grab back another Dormant, I'd assume. Yep, that is fine. And yeah, I think we're in for a bit of a slower game now, right? I feel like the longer this game goes, I feel like the Dark Broly is going to generate more value. It's a situation where Michael finally has a better board state than Sam. It's been what we've been waiting for like the whole day, right? This is going to be a very long, drawn out game. I feel like game 1, Sam was able to just dictate the pace, and honestly, in this game as well, Sam was able to stop Mossa so hard early on, and like have huge momentum going in. And it kind of just feels like that not hitting the both pieces for the unison kind of sucked for the players here. But yeah, Muscle has Zamasu as well. I don't know. I'll probably pass. It's the play. It kind of feels that way. Eric, I know we want to see banger games, dude, but like these players are just trying both not to lose, right? And Sam, I feel like Sam's playing more relaxed than Musa just because he's already won game one, right? He's already got game one under his belt, so he doesn't have to like do anything risky, right? He's just waiting for an opportunity to strike. Where Musa kind of has to like do something to get back in the game. Potentially, yeah, but we don't know if he's got another Goku in hand. If he had another Roshi drop, I think that would have been a fine play to do too. Just getting cards is important here. He's taking it. Interesting. Okay. Moss's hand must be pretty average then. Does he finally have the freezer? Please tell me he does. Oh, he does. He's done it. He's going to grab those two cards back, I presume. Well, not entirely true, Benny. Massa did lose game one. He kind of got, beat up a little bit the first game. So, yeah, freezer counterplay is good here. I presume what's going to happen is that he's going to blow up the What Sam's going to do is probably going to kill the Gotenks. Then they both get the two fusion pieces back. We do know Michael does have a Grim Reaper in hand. He did add one to hand before. So yeah, they're just both chilling. Both, doing the same thing. They both killed each other at the same time. And yeah, if he has Zamasu in hand as well, that's good too, And destruction is kind of the way in this matchup. I wonder if Sam has a second Grim Reaper, because obviously a second Grim Reaper is pretty huge here. Because Michael can't really answer a second Grim Reaper. There's another 3. Ooh, this is Dark Broly returning. Ooh, he's fusing out this one. Okay. This is interesting. He's more or less saying, if you don't have a negate, I win the game. So he draws 1. He's probably going to choose not to neg the Broly Unison any markers, just because of the sheer fact that means he loses cards, right?
Yep.
But KO on the freeze is 100%. Does Michael have a negate here?
Yeah, I think
Interesting.
I think it's 2 life, Benny. It looks 2 life. I can't.
Yeah, Michael's on 2 life. Michael's on 2 life. I'm just reading the Gotenks now.
Yep.
I'm surprised that he chose to neg the Unison markers, because when the auto goes off, it makes you discard a card from your hand.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, this is fine, yeah. Yeah, that's just kind of weird. I wouldn't have chosen to neg the Unison markers, right? Because when you neg the Broly Unison markers, you lose a card from your hand. I feel like that was a bit of a misplay, right? And now he's out. This is good for Mossa, right? He can probably deal with this Gotenks. It doesn't recycle itself like the previous one. And now it's just like, what does he have in hand to get cards back, right? Because again, the point I keep on making, didn't discard, they forgot. Yeah, there's a lot of misplays in this game. I was gonna say, I feel like that. The fact that Sam's still on 6 life, right? It's so hard for Mossa to play this game, even though he finally got a decent board state. But Sam just like honestly just always has just the right plays to do on his turn. He's hard casting the Goku. He's playing Zeno Bardock. All right, so Michael does not have the Goku Unison. That is hilarious. The Goku Zeno. That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay. So definitely, maybe you were right, Eric. Maybe he doesn't have Celzino here. Interesting. I think Musser actually wins here. The reason why I say I think Musser wins here is because he just swings with his Dark Broly, deals the 2 damage. Unless Sam has a Spark in the gate, right? He's going for it again. Interesting.
Just got to eat that one.
I feel like he swings with Dark Broly first. Dark
Yeah.
Broly is...
No.
I feel like Michael's just panicking here. Like, he's making... These decisions aren't... Because the thing is that if he swings with Dark Broly first, combos 5, you either deal the 2 damage and then have the Bardock Ape, right?
No, yeah. As Super
I think
just said, like, if the triple hits, they make him, discard, then the Broly swing. Because, look, he's had 2 super combos. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is that if you swing with the Broly first, get him to 3, you give him 1 less card, and the Bardock already has 20k more power than the Broly, right? But regardless, I guess it doesn't matter. That's just me thinking into it too much. But we're going to game 3, guys. We get one more exciting game of this exciting thing.
Hooray.
So, real quick though, Mossa does not have Celzino. He literally won the game with the Bardock SCR. That is crazy to me. That just means Mossa. You know what the thing is? Well, I actually knew going into this that Michael does not have the Celzino, right? He even told me 10 minutes before today started, he did not have the Celzino, and I just completely forgot about it. And seeing the Bardock Ape was quite hilarious actually, because it's nowhere near as good as Celzino, right? But now the thing that's crazy is that now Sam can never go in for game on a battle card unless he's 100% sure he doesn't have the ape in hand, right? Let's just say now, for example, that game before, right? Michael had an energy open and he dumps everything with the Celzino. Michael's like, cool, I combo my ape, it dies. So it's like, it actually is pretty interesting that he just showed that he had it now. I wonder if that's going to linger in the back of Sam's mind going into game 3. I think that's hilarious. I honestly think that's hilarious that he has that it's like there.
But do you think, okay, so obviously Sam's going to go first now. Do you think that Sam has, because he's got maybe a little bit more value, and if he can potentially see that sell Zeno earlier, that he's potentially favoured again now?
I think he's been... I wouldn't say that's the reason why I think Sam's favoured here. I think if you watched all the games, the first 2 games, Sam has genuinely played this matchup much better than Michael has. It's just like that last game, because Michael did end up going first, he was able to have some extra time, I guess, to get back into the game. But these first 3 turns from the game, both times, Sam just has made the correct play every time. He's been able to kill the Vegito unison that Michael plays as soon as it hits the board, right? It legit just dies. It has not been on the board when Michael has played the first one. It has not been on the board for longer than 1 turn, right? Which I think Michael has to adjust to that. And I think almost Michael does what Sam just did to him the previous game, right? He played his Goku turn 1, got a body left on the board, got his Vegito unison out, and killed it instantly. I honestly think that's how Michael has to approach this. Because, as we saw before, Sam was able to snowball the game crazy the first time, right? It was like impossible for Michael to come back in it.
But
so that, I just think
Sam made that work the last time because with the Goku he had the super combo, so he was like he only had to pitch 2 cards to get it up to where he could remove a marker.
To kill it, yeah.
So
yeah, I agree.
If so, Michael's got to hope that he sees something like a super combo as well to be able to play the same thing. So there's probably a few questions.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit better for Michael though, because he's running a 2/2 split. It appears to be of Dr. Jiro plus the Paragus super combo. So if he sees the draw early, it kind of just puts a Riverand straight into his drop, right? I think he's more happy to combo the super combo off if it's to kill the unison, right? Yeah, I do agree, Eric. I do think the ape is heavily underrated. The problem that exactly what Superman said right here in the chat. This sells just significantly better, but I think that the fact that it's been shown, I think in this situation the ape might be a little better, right? Because now it just more or less Sam has to second guess going in on all his battle cards, right? And that's mainly what the Vegex deck, the Gotenks deck does.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm pretty excited for this game 3 now, knowing this. It's just like it's going to be pretty fun to watch now. I understand that it's not the most exciting things, but we're going to make the most out of the mirror match, right? And the fact that we do see some diversity here, we see the Tolos from Sam, we see the Bardock SCR from Michael. I think there's some stuff going into this game that's a lot more exciting. Michael also is running the Dark Broly, and it's been doing work the past couple of games. Sam obviously has only been playing the Vegito Unison, so you never know. Both these players also don't appear to be sideboarding, unless I'm just blind and missing it while I'm ranting on about Bardock
No,
SCR.
I don't. Oh, actually, I think Sam did sideboard. I'm pretty sure I saw him do.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Sam has more more 2-drop unisons, but obviously you just play the Vegeta in the set. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this now. Trent, this should be pretty good to watch, I think. So yeah, already speeding to the first couple of games. You only started Max Power. I agree. Max Power is a very good option here in into this particular match. Another negate, way to kill the Gotenks. But yeah. Yeah, Steam straight into this game here. You can already see what's going on. Michael is both players turn 1 go kill, grab the Grim Reaper, and now yeah, Sam's gonna just unload his first couple of swings, get the cards, and we presume we're gonna see the same thing from Michael on his turn, right? The real question is, Michael needs to change his early game? That's just me, right? Michael has to adjust what he's doing in the first couple of turns of the game, because this early game. Sam has won the early game, the first 2 games. So Michael needs to adjust to what Sam's doing. Sam's just had superior decision making in the first couple of turns of both games now. So we'll see what Michael does to adjust. So yeah, we're just waiting for Sam to grab his fusion targets, and then we're gonna go straight into Michael's turn, see what he does. And also welcome to everyone who's watching the stream. Hope you're enjoying the Gotenks mirror match. You know, we've been getting through it. Game 1 was fairly exciting. Game 2 not as exciting, but you know we enjoy watching some children's card games. And Game 3, hopefully Game 3 is really good. Like that's all. I'm just interested to see if the SCR matchup is actually a thing or if we're just crazy.
To offset how exciting this matchup is, I was going to show the other tokens in between the next one. But I might mix it up. Might show one of the participation and top 16 cards in the next break.
Yeah, next break.
Next break.
Hey Eric, look, I'm trying to make it as entertaining as possible here. That's all it is. I'm an entertainer at heart, you know. Just trying to, put on a show. Oh, okay. All right. So literally, I'm just looking at this, and both players have done the exact same thing. Oh my goodness! Oh, I can't believe this. This is happening. This is actually happening.
But that's the way the deck plays. I mean, it's the same with Red Broly, really. I mean, the plays are almost the same if you're playing the mirror.
Yep, not wrong. But now we're just, experiencing it firsthand. Oh no. That's funny as. Literally perfect. There is a perfect mirror on the board right now. The most beautiful mirror I've seen. Just beautiful. This is crazy. Blocks, yep. Sticking up 2 and it's passing. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what this plays out from here. We're back. Sam's turns 3s. The first 2 games have been insane.
He's got a massive hand.
Yes, both players' hands are ridiculously large. Does Michael drop Dormant here to keep his Unison? No, he doesn't drop Dormant. Okay. This is marker. So, fun fact: Michael's Unison is probably going to die again this turn. This just is what it is. But one thing I'll say here that it's pretty good for Michael here. Michael is for once, not really getting pressured from his life so far, but that could be completely changed as soon as this turn plays out. Wouldn't be surprised to see if okay. Surely you just freeze at this, right? If you're Michael, surely you just freeze at this. I feel.
Does he have the freezer? Well, he hasn't. I don't think he's got the freezer.
What this is telling me is that Sam's tired of his super combos not being live. This is what this is telling me. Yeah,
Oh,
there
there
it
we
is.
go.
He gets the freezer. Oh damn, freezer and
Ooh.
freezer action. If you're Michael though, you still blow up the trunks. He's thinking about it. Surely it's just the trunks, right? Got 10 trunks, he doesn't get a card
Yeah.
out of it.
Yep.
And I wonder if this is a bait from Sam. He might have the Zarbon from the anniversary pack. I'm not the anniversary pack, the draft box. All the time, okay. Interesting. Seems like Sam really does enjoy the hand destruction approach. He's just constantly whittling down at Michael's hand here, and again, Michael's Unison's got to die this turn because he can't really answer it. Goes down to 1, yep, and then he's just gonna swing with it with Freezer or use his thing. Nope, Grim Reaper here. Yep, and yeah, now this is just bad for Michael here. Jesus. Don't think Sam could have didn't. That's all. The timing of the thing didn't matter there because Michael already used the freezer counterplay to kill the 3-drop, which is like fair enough. It's a reasonable play. Just means that Grim Reaper just sticks out, right? But no matter what was happening, I think that Michael understood that his Unison was getting down to 1 marker before he would be able to play Gotenks. But yeah, no real way to answer it. So let's see what Michael does here. Oh, Sam does here. He's got to swing to the Unison, then probably swing to lead, and that's probably going to be his turn. Yep, he's gone. Then he's going to swing again. I like you just take this, right? There's no reason not to take this. Yeah, Superman. Michael, I do remember seeing Michael have it in his drop area. I don't recall if I've seen Sam with it in his drop area at all today. I think the answer is no, but I could not, like, I could be wrong. It's another Gohan out, sorry. Now we're going to Michael's turn. So this is the situation Michael has been every turn 3 today in this series. He's been in the situation where he doesn't have his Unison out. So it means playing his Gotenks is less value, and Dark Broly is kind of like the only play he kind of has. Oh, he decided he's playing the Vegeta out again. It's fair enough. Shock and Death Ball, yep.
Yep.
This is just very standard plays here. I really wish Michael was able to find a way to keep his Unison alive. No Dark Broly turn 3, Eric. He does not have it.
Only 6 minutes left in the round.
Not wrong at all about that. Uncle counted his drop. Not too sure. He might have an overrun card here. Playing one for Go Cure. Gets to add a Gotenks to his hand. He was thinking as a top 7 one there. You get to add it to his hand. Don't think Sam cares about dumping a freezer onto this. I think that's like fine for the Broly to be there. The Goku to be there. Sorry, no too big, not too big of a deal. And you're just gonna see Michael tick up, and yeah, now I feel like things are about to spiral out of control for Michael. He doesn't have a does he have a freezer for the Gohan? Does not look like it. He's going through his hand, and yeah, there it is. Yeah, he kills the Gohan. Yep. And then he's gonna play another one. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. That's good. I like it. I like it. All right. So looking at it, Michael's hand not as big as Sam's. I don't think. Sam's board is also ridiculous as well. It's just Sam's just playing this a lot better, and he's got this time the advantage of going first without Michael being able to do the same strategy that Sam used to kill the Unison instantly.
Can he find the Celzino?
Honestly, the Celzino play is live. Even if he plays one more one drop, he can get it. Like even if he plays Zarbon, he doesn't have to sack his Gotenks.
Yep.
Big difference this time though. There is a blocker on board for Michael. I feel like when Gotenks attacks, he's going to be like, I block, has revenge, it dies, that's fine. We need to see Michael play a dormant here. That's just a mandatory thing, I think, at this point. Dormant has like not been used at all, like in this matchup. It seems like because Dormant's just so good. It's literally it doesn't necessarily. It does end your opponent's turn, but you know they're just not playing it. It's just not playing the cards. Swing does he dormant? Does not look like it. No dormant. Yep. Well, guys, we've seen this story before. Looks like Vegito Unison is about to die yet again. It was nice seeing it around for another turn. But yeah, I think it's just you just hate to see it. It's a Unison. I'd be pretty mad if Mossa Dormant's here. I'd be pretty angry react, you know. Yeah, Sam hand is absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, it's massive.
Hand count. No, we don't do hand counts. So we like it to be an anonymous, the hand count. And there we go. Now the Vegito Unison on one marker. So now Freezer counterplay is offline for Michael. Picking up with his and the Unison underneath, going up to 4. Yeah, Sam's very hesitant to swim with this Gotenks because he knows exactly what's going to happen. He's going to swim with it and just dies to the Gohan. Which I don't think you really should be worried about it, I guess. Or you know what? This makes way more sense. He just plays it and kills it, you know. There you go. Don't have to be worried about anything. You just kill it, you know. Problem solved. Not having Dormant, though, this turn is actually brutal for Michael, though. Wouldn't it have changed the fact that his Unison's on one marker this turn? No, it would not have. But wouldn't it have changed the fact his Unison stays this turn alive? It does. So, yeah. I think it's just the small things adding up slowly. Then yeah, KO's the Gohan here. It's gone, and now Michael has 2 Grim Reapers and a live Cell Zeno. I wouldn't be surprised if Sam tries to play a different one drop so he doesn't have to sack either of his Gotenks for the Cell Zeno. That seems just like the smart thing to do. But this is not going to be fun for Michael here. Dealing with 2 of those, he's overwhelming for a Toa. Well, I guess now he doesn't really care if the Grim Reapers get Cell Zeno, but I think Cell Zeno's in hand here, and he doesn't have to be worried about the Goku Ape. There goes the Zarbon. Let's see, Toa into lead. I think even without Cell Zeno, I think Sam can go for game this turn. It's literally just the fact that Michael didn't have dormant potential, right? This whole situation is irrelevant if he has Joros. Yeah, and Alistair, this game is still going. Does he have the Unison? Does he have Cell Zeno is the question. I think it's safe to say that Sam's probably going to close this out, right? Like, in this situation here, Michael has nothing. His board is a Gokul. What's Sam's board? 2 Grim Reapers, 2 Freezers, stacked Unison, and the Gohan blocker. I just can't see the thing. And it also feels like that Sam just has a larger hand as well. Swing the lead here. What is he going to do? Will he... And yeah, now he's got to stop 4 25k swings into lead. Like, it's not an easy ask, right? Definitely more of an aggressive playing, like aggressive like turns from Sam, right? The thing is that like Michael can be sitting at 4 and he can Zamasu as well. Yeah, exactly. He's got. I don't. It appears like that he isn't running Zamasu. Sam doesn't seem to be running Zamasu. Or Michael is definitely running Zamasu. Go, comma. Yep. 25. Comma's Gokul. Yeah, that's better. Comma Gokul. In Sam's, I honestly can't remember seeing this. I know Michael definitely has it, but not Sam. I'm not too sure about Sam. I haven't seen it unless I'm blind. Keeps the swing with the Gotenks here. This just feels brutal. Like, yeah, it's you just see the hand size difference right now. Got the draw. There's no real massive board wipe effects as well in the Gotenks deck. So the fact that these cards are out on board, it's not like they're going away anytime soon. I just like we'll have to see how Sam closes this out, honestly.
We've just started time, so yeah, these guys. I don't know if I haven't heard Ryan come in. Do you want to just let them know that they're in time for me?
Oh yeah, just bear with me one moment. I'm gonna do that now. Give me a sec. Just a head. You guys are in time right now, okay? So turn 0 from now. The heads up. Alright, cool. I've told them that they're in time. I told them they're in turn 0, so just let them play out their stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I do agree with you guys. Those are two good options. I just don't think that we haven't seen them, right? And I've gone away for 2 seconds and seen Zelzina, right? And that's the game. Well, I don't even know why. I don't even know why I went to tell them that there's time, right? That is the game there. That is Sam winning. We did it. We got through one Gotenks mirror match, guys. Yeah, he has Blue Impulse as well. Yep,
Oh yeah,
that's the
Blue Impulse.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the card you guys
GG.
are talking about. GG. I shouldn't even told them. I shouldn't even bother telling them that was time soon. It's legit. The alt tab for 2 seconds, Trent, and then Sam won the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's pretty funny. Game went on for a while. That was a very long game. That's
So
crazy.
we will.
Well,
Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe to keep up to date on all the Dragon Ball Super content. We want to thank Grand J Games for all their support and remind you to use the code Cyberman5 at grandjgames.com for 5% off all your singles needs. Cheers.